How do you feel about vitamin D? We now know that potentially a third of our energy can come from the sun. Vitamin D in our world is one of the most common supplements people are talking about. It's obviously challenging for people like us that are more north in the wintertime. So talk about all those different aspects and how you look at that supplement.
I don't think in many cases we should never treat blood work rather than a person. So if someone gets their blood work done and it says low vitamin D, I have no idea if what we chose to be low vitamin D is actually low vitamin D. And I can admit that, even being a practitioner studying this stuff, I don't know what low vitamin D is. Well, I do know it's when you get low vitamin D symptoms. Do you have rickets? You probably have low vitamin D. Like that's an indication. So in the absence of symptoms of low vitamin D, I'm not going to treat the vitamin D. Plus, the other aspect of this is that I would be very cautious about taking hormone replacement therapy. And vitamin D is a hormone. It's kind of mislabeled as a vitamin, but it's a hormone. And if you're taking high amounts of a hormone, then you're telling your body not to make that hormone. And what is that signaling to your body? Well, the process of making those hormones is almost just as important as the hormone itself, because there's intermediate products that are made in the process of making that hormone that are used by the body for other things that are important. And if you just give your body the hormone, it stops making it. So yes, you take vitamin D, it has a very anti-inflammatory effect, but it doesn't really, for most people or lots of people, I would say, it doesn't really raise your vitamin D levels because it's acting like a steroid. It's a steroid hormone. And so you're taking a steroid and you're having anti-inflammatory effects, but it's not really making your body make more of it. It's telling it not to make more of it, actually. The other aspect of this is people will say, well, yeah, but in winter we don't get enough vitamin D. It's like, of course we don't. Nature's not giving us the signal to make vitamin D. So why would we want to make more of it? Nature's not giving us UVB light. And so this is mostly because vitamin D and melatonin have been shown to do the same things in the body, many of the same things. I won't say the exact same thing, but many of the same things. Because in the summer, we're supposed to have, depending on where you live, you're supposed to have more sunlight hours, more UVB hours, more time outside. You should be outside more, making more vitamin D. In the winter, we're supposed to have more darkness hours, which darkness or lack of blue light signals from melatonin production. So they're supposed to switch, right? The problem in winter is not that we have low vitamin D. Nature's not giving us a signal to do that. It's we have low melatonin because artificial light is completely shutting down melatonin production. We're supposed to make that for longer periods because there's more dark hours. That's what's supposed to be happening. So if you are worried about your vitamin D in the winter, don't. Start making more melatonin. Block blue light. Be conscious of your light environment after sunset. And it's the same with melatonin. People say, well, can I just take melatonin? It's like, no, when you take it, you tell your body not to make it. And again, the process of making it is just as important as the hormone itself. It's the same with cholesterol. Like, the process of making cholesterol is very important because there's like 20 or more steps to making cholesterol. And those intermediate molecules are used for various things, which is why when you inhibit the step at step 2 or 4, or whatever it is, HMG-CoA to mevalonate, like when you inhibit that, then all the other byproducts or the intermediate steps don't get made. And those things are used for many other things, which is why you have all these different side effects with statin drugs. So we have to be careful about interfering with the body's natural processes because it's all used for something. And so that's kind of my spiel on vitamin D.
What about other supplements? Are there any that you take?
No, I'm not huge on many supplements. I take electrolytes. I think that's super important. And right now I'm taking nattokinase. I don't really have necessarily any reason to. But I mean, the reason I started taking it, because I took serapeptase, if people listen to our first podcast, they hear about my story. I took that initially when I reversed the plaque in my leg. And then between the last podcast and this one, I actually went and I got a CT angiogram of my coronary arteries, and I got that analyzed by Clearly, and my arteries are fairly clean. They have a very small amount of plaque in their RCA, the right coronary artery, which they detected was there when I had the heart attack. When they went into the angiogram there, they said it was there, so it hasn't progressed. It's generally about the same amount. But I'm like, hey, let's see if I can get rid of that. So I started taking nattokinase again. Otherwise, my arteries are completely clean. LAD is completely clean, everything. So And then I'm also taking some phosphatidylcholine right now because someone approached me and wanted me to try the product, and they sent me some. So I'm like, yeah, I'll try it out. There's supposed to be some benefits to the endothelial health, so just trying that out.
If you enjoyed that clip, you're going to want to head over here and catch a full episode. I'll see you over there.
How much serotonin you make when you get UVA light in mid-morning is going to dictate how much melatonin you can make later when you block blue light after sunset. So the storage of serotonin, that's going to be converted to melatonin later. So I tell people,